conversations about race is an art, and that art is what this book is all about. These conversations can be intimidating, but will be your guides and help you navigate the waters of race relations with confidence and grace. Why are conversations about race, particularly in the white-black tension, so scary to initiate and difficult to sustain? By the way, we know racism is not solely a black and white problem, but that is our context. Whatever ethnicity you are, whatever hardships you've experienced, we hope that by hearing about racism from our two perspectives, you'll be able to step into your arena and fight your fight with confidence and love. The black and white tension is tense because we are inheriting centuries of pain and power struggles. Conversations work best when done with open hearts, open minds, and open hands. But hundreds of years into this struggle, it's not always easy to enter the conversation with open hands. The reason conversations can be so difficult and intimidating is because instead of coming to the discussion with open hands, we've brought black fists and white knuckles. Black fists. Wayne Francis. I grew up with a lot more hair than I have today. Like many young black men, I never left the house without my hair pick. If you don't know what a hair pick is, Google it. We carried them around everywhere because you never knew when you might need it. The handle at the end of my pick was a black fist, a symbol that was made famous at the 1968 Summer Olympics when Tommy Smith and John Carlos, two African-American athletes, raised their fists during the medal ceremony. As the Star-Spangled Banner played, they put their fists in the air to stand in solidarity for the black community. Ever since, the black fist has become a symbol of standing up against the residue of segregation, slavery, and the systematic oppression that was, and still is, happening against black people in our country. I rocked my pick with pride. To me, the black fist was a cool symbol of style and culture and was a beautiful sign of strength. The black fist is retaliatory in its nature, and when you feel oppressed, fighting seems necessary. Historically, the black community has been oppressed. When being oppressed, the solution is not to give up or give in. Conforming or muting our blackness is not the answer. The way forward is to be who we are. This isn't a book about ignoring centuries of oppression. This isn't a book about getting amnesia. Quite the opposite. If we want to get to where we want to be, we have to remember where we came from. The question is, however, how do we move forward? I've heard it said that racism is prejudice plus power, whether you're trying to obtain it or maintain it. For the black community, our journey has been an attempt to obtain power. From here, what's going to help more? Open hands or clenched fists? There is a time and a place for making a scene, but real power comes when we open our hands. We can have open-handed conversations without compromising our integrity. That's what I've learned from my friendship with John. The first time I met John, I was on the heels of preaching a 7-minute sermon at the ARC conference, an annual church planting conference. ARC, Association of Related Churches, has helped plant hundreds of churches all around the world, and its conference is always a highlight of my year. John walked up and introduced himself, but to be honest, I knew exactly who he was. He's on the leadership team of ARC, so he's kind of a big deal in the church planting world. Plus, I'd heard all about the success he had building a diverse church in Memphis. At the time, I had been leading a church in New York for many years, aspiring to build a church like his, and though we were successful, it was a slow burn. I had mega church dreams, but was experiencing a bunch of mini church nightmares. John and his wife, Leslie, gave me a bunch of compliments about my sermonette and how they had a great time listening to me speak.